Welcome to Kai English Podcast, where we build practical workplace English step by step.
I'm Alice, and I'll help you turn today's language into clear, confident communication.
This is EP008, How to Give Feedback Without Sounding Rude. Listen, repeat, and adapt the examples to your work.
Every spoken example includes a natural Chinese translation. Focus on meaning as well as form.
By the end of this lesson, you will give a specific positive point. You will explain one improvement area and suggest an action. You will also receive feedback calmly.
We will learn a simple structure, hear realistic conversations, correct common mistakes, and practice aloud.
Clear workplace English is not about difficult vocabulary. It is about useful details and respectful action.
Keep each sentence focused on one message, especially when the situation feels stressful.
Start by acknowledging the situation so the other person knows you have listened carefully.
Next, ask one focused question or state one confirmed fact.
Then explain the relevant limitation, concern, or improvement area in neutral language.
After that, suggest a practical action instead of leaving the conversation with only a problem.
Give a realistic owner, time, or next update whenever the listener needs certainty.
Finally, confirm the agreement in a short sentence so everyone leaves with the same understanding.
A calm pace gives you time to choose precise words and helps the listener process each point.
Short pauses sound confident when your message is organized and your next sentence has a clear purpose.
I think you handled that situation well.
Notice how this sentence is specific, respectful, and easy to use in a real conversation. One area we could improve is communication.
Notice how this sentence is specific, respectful, and easy to use in a real conversation. It may help to provide updates more regularly.
Notice how this sentence is specific, respectful, and easy to use in a real conversation. Could you give me an example?
Notice how this sentence is specific, respectful, and easy to use in a real conversation. Thank you for the feedback.
Notice how this sentence is specific, respectful, and easy to use in a real conversation. I will work on improving that.
Notice how this sentence is specific, respectful, and easy to use in a real conversation.
Your client meeting was calm and well organized, especially when the questions became difficult.
Thank you. I prepared the key facts before the meeting.
One area we could improve is communication after the meeting.
Could you give me an example of what was missing?
The client did not receive the action summary until 2 days later.
I understand. It may help to send a short summary on the same day.
That is practical. I will use a simple follow-up template next time.
Good response. You asked for evidence instead of becoming defensive.
Thank you for the feedback. I will work on improving that.
Let us try the same structure between two colleagues. Your presentation slides were clear, and the examples were easy to follow.
One area we could improve is the amount of text on each slide.
It may help to keep one main message on each slide.
That makes sense. Which slide felt most crowded to you?
Slide 6 had 3 different ideas, so the main point was difficult to see.
I will separate those ideas and ask you to review the revision tomorrow. A common mistake is, your communication is bad.
A clearer version is, one area we could improve is the frequency of project updates.
A common mistake is, you always make this mistake.
A clearer version is, this happened twice this month, let us agree on a checking step.
A common mistake is, that is not true.
A clearer version is, could you give me an example so I can understand the concern?
A common mistake is, fine, whatever.
A clearer version is, thank you for the feedback. I would like some time to consider it. The same structure works in meetings, reports, and client calls. It also works in short conversations with colleagues.
Choose the amount of detail according to what the listener needs to decide or do next.
If you do not know an answer, say what you will check and when you will return with information.
If emotions are high, acknowledge the concern before moving to facts and possible actions.
Write down important agreements after the conversation, especially owners, actions, and deadlines.
Professional communication becomes easier when you prepare one opening sentence and one clear next step.
Before an important conversation, Write the result you need in one short sentence.
Then choose 2 facts that the listener genuinely needs, rather than sharing every detail you know.
Prepare one respectful question, because a useful answer may change your original response.
Listen to the complete answer before deciding whether you need to explain, suggest, or confirm.
Use verbs that show action such as check, send, review, confirm, update, and resolve.
Replace emotional words with observable facts, dates, examples, and effects on the work.
When you suggest an option, explain one benefit so the listener can evaluate it quickly.
When you cannot promise a result, promise the next responsible action or update instead.
Check understanding with a direct question such as, "Does that plan work for you?"
If the answer is unclear, summarize what you heard and ask the person to confirm it.
In writing, put the action and deadline on separate lines so they are easy to find.
In speech, stress the key noun and time, then pause briefly before the next point.
After the conversation, compare your message with the agreement and correct any difference quickly.
A short follow-up message protects both relationships and results when several people are involved.
Try the structure again with a situation from your job where you need to give a positive point. Explain one improvement area, suggest an action, and receive feedback calmly.
Change the names, facts, and times, but keep the message calm, specific, and easy to act on.
Presentation, clear examples, add the main actions to the final slide.
Report accurate data. Highlight the 3 findings that need decisions.
Communication, polite messages, provide more regular updates for planning.
Meetings, useful questions. Try sharing your recommendation earlier.
Time management, thorough work, agree on milestones before the deadline.
Client handling, calm response. Summarize the next step before ending.
You need to improve is vague because it gives no behavior, example, or direction.
A specific version is, your explanation was clear, but include the main action items at the end.
Begin with a positive point that names a real strength or successful behavior.
Next, describe one improvement area using an observable example.
Finish with a suggested action that the person can realistically try.
Your client summary was concise. One deadline was missing. Add a timeline table next time. Your report was well-researched. The conclusion was difficult to scan. Use 3 bullet points.
The positive point builds trust, the improvement area creates focus, and the action supports progress.
Listen without interrupting, even when feedback feels uncomfortable.
Thank you for the feedback.
Could you give me a specific example?
Let me make sure I understand.
I see what you mean.
I will work on improving that.
Agree on one next action instead of promising to change everything immediately.
Could we review my progress again next month?
Wrong, your work is not good.
Better, there are a few areas that could be improved.
Wrong, you always communicate badly.
Better, it may help to provide updates more regularly.
Wrong, why did you do it like this?
Better, could you explain the reason for this approach?
Wrong, I disagree with your feedback.
Better, I understand your point. Could you share an example?
Wrong, okay, whatever.
Better, thank you. I will review it and work on the areas you mentioned. Your report data was accurate, and your client email was polite. The report was 1 day late, reducing the client's review time.
I understand. I underestimated how long the final checks would take.
The main findings were difficult to identify.
Could you show me which findings should have been highlighted?
Put these 3 decision-critical findings in an opening summary.
That makes sense. I will add an executive summary to future reports.
Send me a draft 2 days before the client deadline.
I will schedule the draft milestone and flag any risk 1 day earlier.
How do those actions sound from your point of view?
They are practical. Let us review my next report together before it is submitted. Your opening example caught everyone's attention, and the slides looked professional. The recommendation was useful, but it appeared quite late in the presentation.
Could you explain what you would prefer?
Introduce the recommendation after the first example, then use the data to support it.
I understand your point. I will change the order before tomorrow's meeting. I appreciate your feedback.
Could you give me an example?
One area we could improve is communication.
It may help to make the summary clearer.
Thank you. I will work on that.
Let us review the progress again next week.
I understand your point.
Could you explain what you would prefer?
How do you normally react to feedback? Start with I usually.
What makes feedback feel respectful? Start with feedback feels respectful when.
Which phrase would you use to ask for an example?
How would you give feedback about a late report? Start with one positive point.
Name one improvement area and one practical action for that report.
How would you confirm your next step after receiving feedback?
Repeat the first key phrase slowly, then say it once at your natural speaking speed.
Imagine the listener needs one more detail. Add a short, specific explanation.
Ask a focus question that would help you understand the real priority.
Explain one limitation without blaming another person or team.
Offer one realistic alternative and explain why it would help.
Give a clear next update time, owner, or deadline.
Confirm the agreed action in one calm sentence.
Now combine the structure into a response of 3 or 4 short sentences.
Today, you learned to give a positive point and explain one improvement area. You also learned to suggest an action and receive feedback calmly.
Remember the sequence. Acknowledge, clarify, explain, suggest, and confirm the next step.
Use short sentences, neutral language, and realistic commitments whenever pressure is high.
Confidence grows when you practice a clear structure, not when you try to memorize every word.
Your challenge is to give a 40-second response that helps someone give a positive point, explain one improvement area, suggest an action, and receive feedback calmly.
Include one key phrase, one useful detail, and one clear next action.
Record yourself if possible, listen once, and improve only the sentence that feels least clear.
You do not need perfect English to communicate professionally. You need a clear message and a respectful tone.
Practice these lines with your own workplace details until the structure feels natural.
Thank you for learning with Kai English Podcast. Keep speaking, reflecting, and improving step by step.